What if I told you that before leading nations, some of the most powerful people on Earth were selling tea, working in intelligence agencies, building billion-dollar businesses, or struggling through ordinary jobs? Before they controlled armies, economies, and international diplomacy, they were just ordinary people with extraordinary ambitions. Today on Politics Uncovered, we're revealing the surprising lives of world leaders before politics changed everything. And trust me, some of these stories will shock you. Welcome to Politics Uncovered, the channel where we uncover the untold stories behind the world's most influential political figures. From Donald Trump to Vladimir Putin, Narendra Modi to Xi Jinping, we'll explore how these leaders started their journeys and transformed themselves into some of the most powerful people on the planet. Let's begin. Imagine being born into a wealthy family and turning that advantage into a global brand. Donald Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York. Today, he is 79 years old. Long before entering politics, Trump was a businessman and real estate developer. After graduating from the University of Pennsylvania, he joined his father's real estate company and eventually transformed it into the Trump Organization. He built hotels, casinos, golf courses, and luxury properties across the world. But business wasn't enough. Trump became a television celebrity through the hit show The Apprentice, where millions watched him make business decisions and fire contestants with his famous phrase, "You're fired." For decades, he was known as a businessman and TV personality, not a politician. Then, in 2016, he shocked the world by winning the U.S. presidential election. One question remains. How did a real estate mogul become one of the most influential political figures in modern history? Now let's travel to Russia. Vladimir Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in what was then the Soviet Union. Today, he is 73 years old. Unlike Trump, Putin's path to power began in secrecy. Before politics, Putin worked as an intelligence officer for the KGB, the Soviet Union's powerful intelligence agency. His job involved gathering information and protecting Soviet interests during the Cold War. This experience shaped his leadership style, calculated, disciplined, and highly strategic. When the Soviet Union collapsed, Putin entered public service and gradually climbed the political ladder. Few people could have predicted that the former intelligence officer would eventually become one of the longest-serving leaders in modern history. Next, we move to India. Narendra Modi was born on September 17, 1950. Today, he is 75 years old. Unlike many world leaders, Modi did not come from wealth or political dynasties. According to widely known accounts, he helped his family by working around his father's tea stall during his youth. Before holding political office, Modi spent years as an organizer and full-time worker for the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, commonly known as the RSS. His role involved organizing events, coordinating volunteers, and building networks. Those years taught him communication, leadership, and grassroots politics. Eventually, he rose through the ranks and became Chief Minister of Gujarat before becoming Prime Minister of India. From humble beginnings to leading the world's most populous country, Modi's journey remains one of the most remarkable stories in politics. Now let's look at China. Xi Jinping was born on June 15, 1953. Today, he is 72 years old. Unlike some leaders who entered politics later in life, Xi's path was heavily influenced by China's political system from a young age. During difficult years in Chinese history, he spent time working in rural areas, performing manual labor, and living among farmers. These experiences became an important part of his political identity. Over decades, Xi steadily advanced through local and regional leadership positions before reaching the highest office in China. Today, he oversees one of the world's largest economies and most powerful nations. Here's a leader whose story sounds like a movie script. Volodymyr Zelenskyy was born on January 25, 1978. Today, he is 48 years old. Before politics, he was an actor, comedian, producer, and television star. In a strange twist of fate, Zelenskyy once played the role of a president in a TV show. Millions watched him portray a fictional leader. Years later, fiction became reality. He entered politics and eventually became the actual president of Ukraine. It's one of the most unusual transformations in modern political history. When we look at world leaders today, it's easy to focus only on their political careers. But behind every president, prime minister, or ruler is a story that started long before politics. A businessman, an intelligence officer, a tea seller, a farmer, a comedian. Different beginnings. One destination, power. The next time you hear a politician speak, remember this. Every leader has a past, and sometimes that past explains more about them than any political speech ever could. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden lives of world leaders, subscribe to Politics Uncovered and turn on notifications. Because in our next episode,